What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Coach Plays as we are here live for some MLB action. Let me change that music a little bit. See what that sounds like. There we go. So yeah, guys, appreciate everybody. What's up, COC in the house? Says, hey, Coach, stopping by to hit that thumbs up for you, mate. Appreciate that, COC. Hope you've been doing well. This is the first time we've been live since the NBA Finals. And we're going to hit some baseball games here and there, see how that goes for us. The AJ Show stopped by to say the coach doing some baseball. AJ Show has been covering the Tampa Bay Rays heavily. So we appreciate him stopping by. So this Braves game and Cardinals should be getting going in about, I would say, 10 to 15 minutes. What's up, Still in ya? Says, what's up, Coach Plays? Appreciate you, Still. St. Louis coming in at 44-39 with the Braves at 48-34. So far, the Braves are up in this series 2-0. What's up, Bruin? Team member? Yeah, I got to get back in the swing of this. Still in ya and Bruin team members. It's been a minute since I've went live. Got to get back in the flow of things. Bruin says, go Braves. That's what we want to see, Bruin. Of course, guys, as soon as this game starts, we will add in the game audio. We will get that piped in there. We will go back and forth from this scene to this scene. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more complicated. What was I trying to say there? There's so many stats when it comes to baseball that I'm not even up to date with all the stats that come with baseball. There's so many different percentages and things like that. Catfish Terry in the house says, "Yeehaw, Coach," and everyone. What's up, Catfish Terry? Got 7 people in the house, guys. Appreciate you all very much. As always, as you pop in, hit those thumbs up and share us out to help grow the stream. Of course, this is the first baseball stream that we have had in quite some time. What's up, the NFL kid? Appreciate you for joining. What was I going to do here? I was going to do something I can't remember. Oh, yeah, that's one. Hopefully we see some hits like this, guys. Wait a minute, let me do this. Let me put this up for y'all and put in the desktop audio. Hopefully we see some big hits like this.
A dangerous right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Oh, shit. We're in the top.
Oh, shit. NFL Kid says I'm a part Braves fan. Well, welcome, NFL Kid. He goes, I'm not a baseball fan, but I'm a party. Ah, you like that, COC? That's such a great movie. Hey, y'all out of here? Love you. Come here, buddy. You got him. Love you. I'll see you later. We'll see you. You should, or yeah, take a look. Go. Go. Just start walking, she'll follow. Yeah. They're leaving now. What's up, Linda? Linda, one of the Coach Plays moderators. Appreciate you, Linda. Reminder, guys, we will add in the game audio once this thing gets going. Appreciate you guys popping in. We've got 13 people. I'd be lying if I said that I was not I was expecting lower numbers. Like, say, first baseball game on the Coach Plays this year. You never know what would happen. We're gonna chill and have a good time. See how this game goes. Linda, I thought my Baker Mayfield video would do much better. Boy, did it flop. Normally, kind of breaking news like that normally does pretty well. but you win some, you lose some. Yeah, yeah, I'm happy for him too. Now the question is he going to be able to get that starting job for week 1? Because Carolina plays Cleveland in week 1, so that's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. Linda says Browns can officially suck it. We're ready for this game to get going. Let's go. That's the thing. They're not going to have Deshaun Watson for, I would say, at least half a year, but it could be a whole year. What's up, Jacob? Says it's been a minute. It has. We have not went live since the NBA Finals. So I had a little bit of a break there as far as YouTube live streams are concerned.
Looking for royalty.
So we're still waiting for this game to get going. Wow, Linda, that sucks. That's a tough one. Coach Hallen in the house, Hall of Fame member.
Glorious. We're not worthy. The show goes on.
YouTube is still trash for making you pay for the feature where you can continue. Yeah, that is terrible. Honestly, like, they need more perks for memberships. Like, that should be a perk for a membership. If you're a member Also, like, if you're a member, you shouldn't have to watch ads, too, technically. Yeah, that's a long road streak there, Linda. All right, so it looks like this game is getting ready to get going. So let's go ahead and pipe in the game audio.
Followed by Dylan Carlson.
Then we're gonna play around with the game cast too. Gonna see. I don't know if I'm gonna like
a top 10 offense
the game cast that ESPN provides. We'll have to
by Arenado and Goldschmidt. I mean,
give it a look.
By far the guy that can lead
see what
the
we
National
like.
League in MVP. He's led the way the whole way from the start. 340, 19 bombs and 65 ribbies, and it's just been delight on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's been tremendous, and so too has been Max Fried, who the Cardinals go up against in this one. The 28-year-old from California who's got a 2.66 ERA. You see it is 16 starts in over 100 innings.
Yeah, and he is the total package, arguably the best left-hander
tough,
in our
Linda,
game
but
today. 28 years old.
Those could be some
He's
good
got
games.
An overhand fastball.
Maybe maybe get some upset wins there.
And the big change, as we mentioned,
Could be
the
really
change
fun to watch.
From 2% to about 15%. And that's doing two things: is speeding batters up and is slowing them down.
Starts for
is a much tougher bat against a 2022 Max Fried.
Yeah, his first start of the season was rocky, gave up a couple then in his second start of the year, but since then, lights out, and again, quite simply, one of the best pitchers in this sport. Check out the defense for Atlanta behind him, left to right. It's Eddie Rosario, Michael Harris, and Ronald Acuna Jr. In the infield, it's Riley, Swanson, Arcia, and Olsen, and Travis d'Arnaud does the catching, working in tandem with Max Fried. Felt like we were hosting like late night talk show.
Not that good, Linda, at all.
Yeah, a little Johnny Carson for you, Jay Leonard. Now, Mike, let me understand this. You went to Notre Dame.
Sure did.
I sit on the board at the University of Miami. So Catholic and convicts actually can work together. Here we go.
They can coexist, at least for an open. First 10 minutes or so. We'll see how the night unfolds on a hot one here in Atlanta.
He didn't tell me, but I guess he's from third side.
We told you, first couple of games in this series have gone to the Braves, who have been lights out in the last month and change. 21 wins in June.
Had to get a nice little
and 25-7 since the start of the
month.
Right,
so we
are underway as Fried deals to Tommy Edman.
Let's see about a game cast.
Boy, Tommy Edman could be in line for his first career All-Star berth. He's put together a fantastic first half of the season.
Give me a moment, guys.
Gets the nod at second, but of course has played a lot of shortstop as well, with Paul DeYoung still down in the minor leagues for St. Louis. Switch hitter fares very well against lefties. Takes a strike on the fastball at 94.
1-2.
I love the way the lineup is set up. Two speedster contact guys, switch hitters at the top of the order, followed by the sluggers.
Work itself out.
On a 1-2. That comes inside with a breaking ball. And offense last night for St. Louis, that with that construction struck first in the ball game. But then the Braves promptly responded in the home half.
Better one.
Full count.
It's not bad. Let me make sure we are up to date.
Pitch is on the ground left side at Austin Riley.
Riley makes the play at first.
Out Edman for the first out of the
out
night.
Number one. Take me out to the ball game.
We were talking pregame down at the dugouts, and when you check out the starting pitching matchup, you think it's a night where both guys could get.
I will be at a Braves game this weekend.
You look at this, and you
first time
won't
ever.
Be surprised if both guys go into the 7th inning. Both guys, 2 out of 9 pitchers that have gone more than 100 innings pitched. So 2 workhorses out there.
And Fried now faces Dylan Carlson, center fielder, and another switch hitter for St. Louis.
You'll see Max Fried not from the windup. from the stretch.
You
And the
try to
reason why
figure
pitchers
out.
do this sometimes is to simplify their delivery. A lot of guys have the traditional over the top, wind up. Max Fried has decided, you know what, less is more, tight. And watch how tight he is delivering this ball to the plate.
Gets ahead 0-2. You often think of that as leading to repeatability, right, for a pitcher?
Absolutely, and you see it right there. Reminds me of a young Steve
So I need
Avery.
to get that
Love
on
it.
there too.
Yeah.
Let's add another one.
6'4", tall, lanky. When you look at a pitcher in the dictionary, it looks like Max Fried.
0-2. And he strikes out Carlson.
So Carlson goes down
2 down.
swinging.
Good cutter here. 87 miles an hour. And sometimes you get a hitter on the speed, not on the location. That was the case right there. Good matchup here.
That's a pitch that has been nasty for Max Fried this season. 2 down. It brings up Paul Goldschmidt.
First pitch, high and
And
away.
Mike, that's exactly why
ball
a guy
number
like
1.
Max Fried can neutralize right-handed hitters. He's
Goldschmidt
equally
up,
as
their
tough
best
on
player.
righties as he is on lefties.
And
It's
he'll
because
be
that
average
pitch, the
100.
neutralizer, is that cutter slider
196
in.
on base
And again,
percentage.
we talked about more changeups.
Well, Goldschmidt
Gets a
drives
piece
the
of this
1-0
one
in the
to
air
right
toward
field.
right center field,
And
Acuna
that one
can't
gets
get
down. Acuna could not get there. It will at least be a double.
Paul Goldschmidt has a 2-out double
And
here
he'll
at the
get
top
to
of
the
the
double.
first.
Well hit ball out to right field. Acuna could not quite get there as he gapped it. Come on, Linda.
Saw Goldie earlier in the clubhouse studying film on Fried. Here's a fastball, 93, top of the zone. Nothing wrong can go that short and tight to the baseball, and that ball just explodes past Acuna.
And that's not an unfamiliar place to find Paul Goldschmidt when it comes to the clubhouse and the preparation that he puts in.
I mean, he is known as probably the most prepared guy in the game. And we'll talk a little bit about that throughout the game, but it's fascinating. Reminds me a lot of Edgar Martinez's routine.
Oh, he's aboard with 2 outs. You're in the top of the first. And now Nolan Arenado out of the cleanup spot, the third baseman. Part of a number of third basemen in baseball this year just having elite seasons, from
right
Machado
there.
to Arenado and Nevers and Ramirez. He skies this one in the
Skied
center.
up to center field. That's
Michael
going to be an
Harris
easy
is there
out.
to put it away.
So
And
the
leave
Braves
Goldschmidt
will,
at
in the top of the first, trying to get this corrected. Let's go 2,000. It should get us to what we need right there. Why did it switch like that? There we go. Let's put that with the game cast. Ugh, they're all switching on us. My goodness. Hopefully that will switch over. We'll keep playing around with that as we are off to a commercial break. What's up, Looney? Says, come on, Braves. We can do it. Welcome to the Coach Plays, Looney. Hope you're having a good, what is it, Wednesday night? Linda says, do you love sports? Do you love making new friends? Hit that subscribe button and instantly become a family member. Appreciate you, Linda. Linda never loses her form. So we're on a commercial break right now. right, so we're already back. So Miles Mikolas is up. Michaelis. Five and 6 record on the year. So Ronald Acuna Jr. will lead off for the Braves tonight. See if we can fix this stuff now. What are we doing here? Cunha hits this one right to the second base. And an easy out. Here we go. That's what I want. See if that can stay with us. So Dansby Swanson up, second batter in the lineup for the Braves. Thank you very much, Linda. Got so much I'm having to try to do and get back in the swing of things.
He's got the career high OPS.
And then you have that happen.
At
Luckily, I was
swings
on
the
it.
fastball there, and it's 1-1.
Goodness. All right, so I'm going to let this
Already
game audio play
14
while I
home
pick up
runs
this ice.
for Swanson. Let's go down to Buster.
Yeah, guys, that Ronald Acuna Jr. injury last year, of course, remembered the Braves players being so down after that injury, but that led to some important moments in the 2021 Atlanta Braves, and that was General Manager Alex Anthopoulos feeling like he had to demonstrate to his players, look, we can't give up. And so they went out and traded for Jock Peterson and Stephen Vogt, and then the other outfielders that followed, and those guys wound up being difference-making as they went on to win the World Series.
Swanson skies this one into the corner and left, but foul off his bat. Yeah, a vote of confidence, and what a finish it was down the stretch in the regular season, setting in motion, of course, the World Series run for Atlanta. Three and two the count on Swanson as Michaelis deals and gets a ground ball left side. It's Edmundo Sosa at short. Two ground ball outs for Michaelis.
So Dansby hits that one right to the shortstop. Ends up being a routine play at first.
And whether it's 95,
We'll get back into the rhythm here a little bit, Linda.
Whether it's John Scherholter, Bobby Cox, or Snit, you name it, they know how to draft them, they know how to develop them, they know who to trade, and more importantly,
so Olsen will come up to bat. So he leads off for number 3 now.
And Alex Anthopoulos, one of the best executives in baseball,
no
proved it
Ozzy
again
Albies
last year.
Playing tonight.
And they've got the record this year at
He's
48
been out
and
for a while
34,
now.
second in the NL East, 5th best record in baseball. They've got 2 outs, no one on here in the bottom of the first, scoreless with the Cardinals. And one of the newcomers, Matt Olson. How about 32 doubles?
Low and away, 88
for Matt Olson.
for ball number 1.
On pace for something like 65 doubles. That's and by the way, talking to the guys this afternoon, they said he's doing good, but not great. He's going to get
It's
better
this one
and
well
better
out to right
and
field,
more
but
comfortable each and every day.
Will be an easy
Well, he
catch.
lines out here
for
to
Yepes.
Yepes and right, and 1-2-3 they go against Miles Michaelis in the bottom.
So that will end the first inning as No hits for either team. Actually, St. Louis did have a hit. That's right. They had that double. Goldschmidt had that double. But other than that, a pretty quiet first inning for St. Louis and Atlanta. What's up, Damien? Appreciate you joining the stream, buddy. Hope you've been well. So on a commercial break. Guys, we got AJ show. The AJ show. He covers the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Celtics. What am I talking about? He covers everything Tampa Bay sports, and right now he's covering the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox game. If y'all want to go over there and say, no, that's Dudley. Is it real bad? Is it real bad, Linda? He is 2 rooms over, and he's just going to town right now.
Olsen and L so far, they've gotten exactly what they hoped for. So far this year, 32 doubles. That's the most in the major leagues. 12 home runs. Playing that great
Braves have won
defense
25 of the last 32. They're 2.5 games back from number 1 in the East behind the Mets.
Weekend when Freddie Freeman came back to Atlanta. Matt Olson,
256 batting average, 12 home runs, 822 on base percentage.
And moving forward for the Braves, you have first base locked up 8 years, $168
right
million.
Now he's got back-to-back games.
And it sounds like too, right? You might have the
with multiple
NL Rookie
RBIs.
of the Year and Money Mike. Michael Harris has been an absolute revelation. On the other side of this, Buster, the Cardinals, they hold a share of the NL's final playoff spot alongside the Phillies right now. What are you hearing about St. Louis's plans before the trade deadline now that that's less than a month away?
Well, I think among all contenders, no contenders needs a specific piece more than the St. Louis Cardinals need a starting pitcher. Look, their rotation is 19th out of 30 teams, an ERA at 4.16. In talking with evaluators with other teams, they really believe that the Cardinals are a great fit to make a deal for Frankie Montas of the Oakland Athletics, who generally speaking is considered to be the best available starting pitcher. Now, Montas came out of his start on Sunday. He had a cortisone injection. He doesn't have a scheduled start in front of him right now.
Probably can't hear him as much when we have the game audio, but when the game audio is off,
you can bet at that time,
probably
the Cardinals,
pretty rough,
other contenders
right?
will be looking to make a deal. The Cardinals need that front
Man,
of the
when we
rotation
put him up,
Yeah, I'm
if
looking
he
to turn some
knows
things
we're still
around
in the
before
house,
this
he
final stretch
gets
before the
going.
All-Star
There's
break.
the AJ show.
Their
AJ,
last
pop it
six,
in the
but
chat.
Oneway
Guys,
will
that
see
is
you
the
tonight
link that we
from
dropped.
Cobb County
If you want to pop over there and
Cards
listen in on the
Braves.
AJ show covering the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox, that link to his channel is right there, guys. All right, so we are still on a commercial break. Hopefully this thing gets back going soon. What's up, Justin? Justin popping in the chat, team member. And then Jameson in the house says, let's go Braves. Appreciate you, Jameson. All right, what are we doing here? Let's get back to the game. We need to get back to the game. Pac-12 accelerates negotiations for next media rights deal. Move comes in wake of decision by UCLA and USC leaving for Big Ten. What's going on here? Why is the game not on? They're showing this developing story. There we go. Now we're back. What the heck was going on?
I think he should be one of the chief entertainment officers for baseball. I mean, the way he talked about the Cardinals, his love for the '85 Cardinals with Ozzie Smith
two outs,
and Tommy Hearn,
one on first,
Clark and
don't know what
Willie
the heck
McGee.
was going on.
It was fascinating, and we were geeking out a little bit on how much we love baseball and Cardinals. I, of course, grew up a Mets fan going up against the Cardinals, and that was some of the best baseball.
He throws this one at 96 way outside for Baltimore.
Kevin Counters, he was loving his Nelly time as well.
I mean, Kevin crushed it. He did very, very well. Carried me for 9 innings.
2 down here in the second, and Brendan
Pops
Donovan
this one up
skies
deep
this one toward left
to
center,
left
chases
center
Rosario
field,
back to make
and
the
Rosario
catch.
will make that
And the
catch
inning is
easy.
over. 3 fly ball outs in deuce.
So that will end the top of the second there pretty quick, as we were having an issue with our game there. Sorry about that. So far, a lot of commercial breaks, which suck. All right, we're back at it now.
Are all New York Mets, but they're going about their business methodically, and they're in a good place. Business as usual.
They've got Austin Riley leading off here
Riley
against
with a
Miles
big chop at it
Mikolas
there,
in the
now
bottom of
find
the
himself
second.
0-2.
Riley, Travis d'Arnaud, and Marcel Ozuna against Mikolas, who needed just a dozen pitches in a 1-2-3 first. Time called before his 0-2.
Riley wants a time.
The Braves have balance all throughout their lineup. 1, 2, 3 have over 100 RBIs. 4, 5, 6 over 100 RBIs. 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's really impressive. A mature team, the only team in baseball with 7 guys with 10 home runs or more.
That's pretty historic, too, to do that.
Linda, that would
before
be
the All-Star.
incredible
That's
if
right.
we got 50-plus lights.
Weak roller towards second.
On a
and
baseball
Tommy
string.
Edman throws out Austin Riley.
Especially
So
if it
4 up,
was the
4
first
down
one.
for
We're at
Michaelis
14. If we can
here
get
in
to
Atlanta.
25, I'd be pumped. I'd be pumped for 25.
And that's not even including Acuna, who's been hurt,
We
only
had
has
like
7.
1 or 2
So
baseball
here
streams
come the
2
Braves.
years ago
Up and
that
down,
ended up
one of the
doing
best
well. I've just never been a
offenses
big
in all of
baseball guy,
baseball.
so we haven't done a whole lot of baseball streams.
Well, in terms of production from
Travis
their
d'Arnaud,
catchers, it's as good as it gets. The
up.
best OPS for catchers in
lineup
all of baseball
as Braves
between
now
what this
have
guy,
one
Travis
out.
d'Arnaud,
D'Arnaud
and William Contreras
called for a
have done
time.
with the bat this year. Time was called before that first pitch from Miles Michaelis, working quickly.
Boy, the ump and the pitcher
Ollie
and
Marmol
now the
doesn't like it.
manager are getting after it.
Yeah, and home plate umpire Carlos Torres,
Ump
the
is
6-year
pissed.
veteran. Sometimes pitchers get really upset when they honor him timeout if it's too late. And Michaelis thought that was a little bit too late.
And now
Ball
quickens
inside.
up and misses with ball 1. Here it is again.
See, once the pitcher gets going, he thinks it's fair game. We should not stop him.
Ball high again, so 2-0. James says chop on Braves.
2-0 pitch. And that curls
That went
down and away.
low at
So
89, so
3-0
a
the
3-0 count for
on
d'Arnaud. That one's
And
way
a
high for
four-pitch
ball
walk.
number 4.
Fastball upstairs.
Michaelis
and the first base
could
runner
not
for the
corral
Braves
himself
against
after
Miles Michaelis.
getting upset with the ump.
Well, Michaelis, personality-wise, he's always loose, even on the days he pitches. I love the way that Ollie Marmol put it to us today. He's super loose when he's not pitching, and he's just loose when he is pitching. And he is working with conviction, is what his manager said to us today as well. Now that he's healthy, of course. He made just 9 starts last season, didn't pitch in 2020.
So Ozuna up to bat now. This one
First pitch,
low
breaking ball
corner
for a strike
away.
to Marcell Ozuna.
Gets the call for the strike. That one just gets a piece of it, maybe.
Ozuna swinging it better his last 4 games. He's 5 for 16.
And
2
Ozuna
home run
swinging a
games
miss on
Sunday
that
in
one,
Cincinnati,
89
a couple
sinker.
of solo shots, and had a double yesterday in the Atlanta.
Yeah,
League.
Travis, he watched all 4 of them.
Like we spent some
Go.
time with him earlier
Michaelis
today.
really
talked a
didn't
lot
get it
about
anywhere
he's
close in
feeling
the
better,
box. So an
loves
0-2
hitting
count
at
here
home,
for Ozuna.
and he's starting to get his rhythm. Very confident group.
Stares at 0-2 that misses just a little
That
bit
one
low at
just
95.
missed. So now 1-2 count.
1-2.
Yeah, my Spanish isn't as good as yours or his, but I heard confidence a few different times from him.
So the
1-2
1-2 pitch,
upstairs.
way high at 94. So now 2-2.
Trying to get back to the way he was in the shortened 2020 season when he just won a Silver Slugger, came in 6th in the MVP voting.
Way
Count
low.
full.
So it was 0-2. It's now full count.
Little cat and mouse. Michaelis has him 0-2, then 3-2. 3 consecutive fastballs. If you're Ozuna here, maybe you're looking for a little wrinkle, maybe a little slider, breaking ball.
Full count, 1 out. Bottom of the 2nd for Ozuna.
On the payoff. He struck
got
him
in.
out.
Ozuna
Went back
check
to the
swing, and
fastball
it was
on the
in.
outside part of the plate, and the first punch out from Michaelis.
Thank you, Linda.
And Ozuna should not listen to me for looking
should've
breaking
done that
ball.
today,
He should have
but-
been looking fastball.
Now at bat,
Great
Eddie
pitch here,
Rosario.
Fastball 4 in a row and freezes him. Michaelis is the epitome of pitching backwards, and what that means is on fastball counts, you throw breaking balls. On breaking ball counts, you throw fastballs. That sequence was a perfect example of that.
When a guy is so confident doing that, what does that
Thank
do
you, Linda.
effect-wise to a
Appreciate you
hitter?
very much.
Well, you can't just attack like a predator.
Rosario
You
will
have to
foul
hit
this
with
one
your
off.
foot on the brake. And what that means, you just can't be reckless in attack, because a guy like that, he's going to slow you down.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
when he slows
He
you
fought
down
it
enough,
and ended up
just
getting
like
a
that
full
3-2
count. And he just
fastball, boom, 94. It looks like a dart.
looked like
right
he
by
was
you.
check swinging, trying to
an
get a walk
excellent
there, but that
supreme
one was inside
fastball
that
hitter.
zone.
For a big second out.
And a big
now
swing
he
there by
quickly
Rosario,
gets ahead
now
of Eddie
gets an
Rosario,
0-2.
0-2. Rosario in just his third game back, came off the IL Monday, had the corrective laser eye surgery, cleaned up his vision problems.
And if
All
you're
right,
the
Linda.
Braves, everything seems perfect, but there's room for improvement. You can get a little healthier. Osuna hitting somewhere in the low 220s. Rosario just getting started after coming back, hitting, 096. So the Braves are very good, but when you talk to that group, they're just getting started. They're poised to continue this run they're on.
Yeah, they hope to have some of the other injured guys returning soon. Same with the Cardinals, for that matter. This is rolled to
It's
first.
low to first, and right off of his mitt,
drops the
he
tag
tries to
down
slide
for
at first, and he's
Rosario.
going to be out.
All's well that
Braves
ends
almost get
well
away
for
with one
Paul
there,
Goldschmidt.
but Goldschmidt
Over
able
at first,
to make a
and
good play.
Darno left the board in the second, thanks to the glove work from Goldie down the line.
Close. Just could not pull it off. Rosario almost with a sneaky play there at first, but just could not pull it off. Reds are beating the Mets right now.
Like that, where he's just not even going to engage the trainer. I mean, he just
That's pretty
plays
good,
every
then,
single
James.
day.
Exactly.
Alex, you were one of those guys.
No doubt. And when the trainer comes to you, you just give them a bad look. They turn around and go the other way. There's a little smile. Love to see that. You know, Buster, he reminds me of the NBA version of Tim Duncan, the perfect basketball player. Popovich loved him. Goldie's a perfect Cardinal. He does everything well. He runs the bases well. He picks out the right wood. He plays gold glove defense. He's a role model for all these young players.
Says, all right, Max,
and
keep
by the
doing
way,
your thing.
Marmol is younger than 3 of his players. They have a good thing going in St. Louis.
He just turned 36 years old on Saturday. 2-2 to Kisner, and he floats a foul.
To the right, foul.
You know, spending some time with him, Mike, I know that me, you, and Buster, we left really impressed, really smart, had a great approach about the game. Feels like he has a good feel of the heartbeat of his team, good communicator, and I'm excited.
44 and 39, the record for St. Louis. 2-2 to Kisner, and it spoils another
fouled off again.
First-year manager, and of course, that is the objective, to reach the postseason. He'd be in some company in terms of age and a trip to the playoffs.
Well, I never bet against the St. Louis Cardinals. They have a way of figuring it out, especially in the second half of the season.
Oh, no.
Check swing.
And I love,
full count.
Mike, I love the combination of the veteran players with the young stars that are coming up. Again, like the Braves, they know how to draft, they know how to develop, they know how to trade. And if you're a young player and you have Wino, you have Molina, you have Goldie, you have Arenado, that is, you're surrounded by MBAs and PhDs all around you. What a way to learn.
Big hit there out to center field.
3-2 to left center.
Popped up.
Michael Harris there.
And Harris,
there is one away. We go to the studio, and Nicole.
Love that one down.
Very much. You guys have heard of the debut here of Brian Bayo, the touted prospect for the Red Sox, taking on the Rays.
Gonna mute that just in case of copyright song. But the Rays up 1-0 on the Red Sox through the top of the third.
Going up against Corey Kluber and those Rays, a guy who in Boston has generated a ton
top of the
buzz.
third,
Brian
Tommy
Bayo.
Edman, who's 0 for 1 tonight.
Back to the top for Tommy Edman. Rounded to third, and he goes
Well
first
hit
pitch
ball
swinging
out to
behind
right
second,
field, kind of blooper, and it will get down.
Edman
So that will be a nice
single. He's got a
there.
one-out single here in the third. The third hit for St. Louis off Fried.
Little inside-out hitting here, fighting off a fastball.
Well shot ball.
Good
Looped
things
right out to
happen when
right
you stay
field
inside the baseball.
in between 3 players. So they got a runner on first with
you get
1
some of
out.
those. If you roll over, usually ground ball to third, ground ball to short.
As Edman
Now here comes the
1-1
switch hitter. The
tonight.
1986 Cardinals had
So
6
Dylan
switch hitters
Carlson,
in the lineup. They never, Whitey Herzog
Carlson,
never had to
0
pinch
for
hit.
1, batting
And he had
average
the big Jack Clark in the
249.
middle.
He's got 5 home runs on the
About
year.
a half dozen.
23 RBIs.
Ollie Marmol's got 2 at the top of tonight's lineup. Edman and now Carlson. You always have to watch out for Max Fried's pickoff move, one of the best in baseball.
I love the construction of a team that has 6 switch hitters. They can all defend. They can all run. They play the game the right way. Fun baseball.
Now, you and Buster were talking about the way the Cards run the bases and how it is taught, and then how it is emphasized as well by the leaders on this Cardinals team.
It's the Cardinal way, and it's something they've taken seriously for over a century, right? They go back in history as being one of the best base running teams in baseball. They also have
That one right down the pike.
Gold gloves in their history.
0-2
5
count
last
now
year. So
for Carlson.
when you think about the Cardinals, it's synonymous with great baseball, good defense, good base running, and do all the little things. And these 2 guys at the top of the order are great examples of that.
Jameson says double play here, please.
0-2 on the way to Carlson. Is
That one
blocked by
hops
Darno.
in the dirt, but Darno does a good job of blocking that, keeping the runner Edman on first.
Carlson struck out on a slider swinging his first time against Fried back in the first.
So 1-2 count.
Max Fried's 1-2.
High
Foul back.
popped up foul at 96 inside. Stays 1-2.
Thank you. Welcome.
Talk about the switch hitters. Edman and Carlson both better as right-hand hitters against lefties. They are stacked top of the order. With Edman at first, one out in the third, no score.
The 1-2 pitch
Another
by
1-2.
Fried.
Struck him out.
And that one low and inside gets him swinging. So Goldschmidt will get up
Well,
to
there's
bat.
2 down on the
as he
second
is 1-0
strikeout
tonight.
of Carlson. That brings up Paul Goldschmidt, who has a lot of round numbers coming up on the horizon for him.
Goldschmidt has 299 home runs, 992 RBIs, 1,000 runs, 143 stolen bases.
He doubled his first time to right center.
Got
Came
me
off
on
his
the
bat
65
at 104
inch.
miles an hour against Fried.
Yeah, second pitch
I'm
fastball.
honored.
It'll be interesting
I'm
how
honored.
Fried attacks him this time. I think he'll come in cutters in, change-ups away, and no
Goldschmidt
fastballs
1-1
away. So if you're a hitter, you can
on
almost
the
eliminate
night.
that pitch.
Hit that
Fastball
double
in, change up
out
away.
in right
That's what I'm
field.
looking
That
for.
was just a little
Eliminate
bit too
the
much
fastball away.
for
Correct.
Acuna.
Fried's first.
98
is on the outside
is
part of the plate.
inside for
98 away
the
for
first
Fried.
strike. Now 0-1.
And that's a perfect pitch. 98 on the black.
Guy who sits 94-95 with his four-seam fastball. Fouled back,
And
nothing in
inside
two.
at
There he comes
97,
in. Yeah.
foul off.
97, right? So
So
a lot-
0-2
very
for
often
Goldschmidt.
you see a pitcher hang around 94, 95, and here comes the best hitter, the potential MVP in Goldie, and he goes, okay, mano a mano, my best against yours.
And now what? Soft stuff away? You've
No,
shown him the
I think he just keeps going with the heater.
There you go. Tallest I will ever be.
And elevate it. Fastball up, 97, 98.
on an 0-2.
0-2 is
Exactly what he tried
outside
to do
98. Free
right there
just
at
a little bit
98.
too far.
Now he's coming with the secondary
Now
pitch.
1-2.
Either he's going to come with a changeup or maybe a little slider, about 89, 90. Cutting in.
We've seen the slider up to 91 this inning.
Watching
from
from the
Max
court,
Fried.
It's too hot to swim with the sun out today. You cannot blame me there.
1-2 to Goldschmidt. Struck him out.
Got him.
Snapped off. a
Fried
hook.
off to a
And
good
Max
start.
Fried
Get
punches
Goldschmidt
out two
to swing
here
and
at
a
the top
miss.
of the third.
So that will get us to the bottom of the third. Still a 0-0 game. Cardinals have been able to get a couple hits, though. See if the Braves can get going here soon. Jameson says curveball coming. He's been keeping it with the curve and the slider and the changeup a little bit. Been doing well. So that's got us to another commercial break. Not quite, Linda. Want to give a big shout out to the Coach Plays members, Coach Hallen, Bodo Winter, and Shay Flat for being Hall of Fame members. A link to Coach Hallen's Twitch account drops every 10 to 15 minutes. More like 5'5". Come on, don't shorten that. 5'7". Give me the 5'7". Dadgummit. Carver Family, Beantown Breakdown, James Peach, Asia Roberson, Bruin. Excuse me. Big Skip, still in ya. Tony, Samantha, Jacob, Troxels Football Streams, The Gridiron Blitz, Nick, Gunjack, Cadillacs R Us, Shelly Hall, Kevin Pittman, new gaming chair, Alyssa, JT, and Justin Brown. Big shout out to you guys for your Coach Plays membership. Thank you for giving back. Oh, yeah. If you thought I was 6'5", YouTube is doing me great justice. Tiny Phil. I wouldn't say I'm tiny. Man, that hurts a man's feeling. Right there, Coach Allen. That hurts a man's feeling. Tiny. What a word. They are long, right? Super long. Look how long those arms are. Look how long my arms are, Coach Allen. It's massive. Look how big my hand is. Massive hand. See? 6'5".
He's a world champion.
Less than 2 weeks until the All-Star game. How much have you been digging into that in terms of rounding out your roster?
Yeah, not at all. I mean, honestly, I got my hands full with this right here. So I'm sure in the next week or so after they announce the team,
really
I'll do a
good,
little
Jameson.
bit.
Thanks, Ned.
Thank you.
Back to you.
All right.
Cunha up to
Buster
bat.
with Brian Snitker. And, yeah, talking about what the postseason did for Max Fried. He told our Sunday Night Baseball crew a few weeks ago that coming out of game 2, he
Cunha
had
with
some
a
regrets. And
strike
so
there right
came
to
game
the
6, he wanted to
shortstop,
leave
and he's going to be
everything
out at first.
there.
So that was
Boy,
actually
did he,
Garcia, my
as
fault.
Orlando Arcia grounds out to Edmundo Sosa for the first out in the bottom of the 3rd.
So Harris up to
Very
bat.
seldom you see a young pitcher get hit hard early in the World Series or in any series and then make an adjustment in Game 6. Buster, we were talking a little bit about sometimes you can get overwhelmed with data and analytics and you forget exactly what you're good at.
No, that's exactly right. We've seen so many examples of that in the postseason. That's what impressed me, Alex, to see Max so focused in that second time
one's inside
around in the
93
World
for
Series.
ball
And
number
talking
1.
with Travis d'Arnaud today.
Going to mute that just for copyright purpose. All right, now we're back.
He does well.
Harris with a big swing.
That's right,
there
and I
for
love that.
strike
Don
number 1.
Mattingly used to always tell me, hey, forget about what he has. Go out there and compete. Choke up, get your shoulder in there, and hit it hard somewhere, right? And that's exactly what they did. They forgot about the numbers and just went out and did what they did best, and it was a beauty.
And he's parlayed it
Harris
into a
with
great
another
season,
big
just
strike
like
at it.
Miles Michaelis
Now 1-2
this year,
count.
who's been excellent so far. He's generated 5 groundouts. He's got 1 away here in the last of the 3rd inning. His 1-2 to Michael Harris is rolled
Harris
foul.
chops that
first
one
base
down
side.
first base line, foul. It's key to 1-2.
Harris, the 21-year-old, he is the youngest player in the big leagues this year.
Chops that one foul again.
Well, there's a buzz and an aura around this young man. And when you talk to the players and the people around the Braves, they talk about, they marvel at his attitude, his work ethic, his coachability. And when you start mentioning names like Andrew Jones near your name, that is a great compliment, especially around here in Atlanta.
He strikes out here
Strikes
on
out.
a 96
His
mile an
first
hour
plate
fastball from
appearance
Michaelis,
tonight.
who's got his second punch out, and there's 2 gone.
And that's a perfect example of Michaelis luring you to sleep a little bit with the secondary stuff. Ozuna with the strikeout, and now Harris again with the strikeout. Good fastball here. And both those strikeouts, you can see hitters are looking soft, and the fastball is right by you.
So the first time through for Miles Michaelis, excellent. No hits against him, just the 1-4 pitch
Cunha
walk
back up.
issued
Takes
to
a big
Travis
swing at it
d'Arnaud
there,
back in
fouls that
second.
one off third
Now
base
back
line.
to the top for Ronald Acuna Jr. Grounded out his first time.
So I was in the batting cage earlier today talking to some of the players. I'm not going to mention the player, but I said, what makes Acuna so special? He said one word: confidence.
Big hit there to shortstop.
He oozes it.
And
Nice play in the
boy,
hole
that one's
made
going to be
by
close, but
Edmundo
Acuna
Sosa.
is going to be out
Throwing
at
on the
first.
move and retiring Acuna.
Almost was able to dig that one out.
1-2-3 for
But Michaelis right now doing a good job here for the Cardinals. as we go to the top of the 4th, all tied up at 0 apiece. So that is where we are at right now. What's up, Chainsaw? Greatest Kid says hello, Coach. What's up, Chainsaw? Appreciate you for joining the stream as we're getting back from a commercial break here. All right, so here we go. So a quick out there. Let me go ahead and put this game audio back in. Quick out there for the Cardinals.
Well, brings up Wadi Yepes, who flew to left his first time. We were talking about this earlier, how Ollie Marmol said to us that Yepes has taken it personal this series. He got traded during the 2017 season from the Braves to the Cardinals for Matt Adams. And then we were talking with Brian Snicker, and he said at some point this week, he looked out at Yepes and he said, hey,
Yepes,
are you the guy we traded? And Yepes said, yeah. And Brian Snicker said, we want you back.
Exactly. He was very impressed. Also talked about how impressed he was with his approach. And he said, hey, this guy moves pretty well. He runs pretty well for a big guy.
24-year-old from Venezuela. 6'1", 200 pounds.
And big hit right to second base.
And there's two away.
Arcia will be
Let's go to the studio and Nicole.
Is anyone having a better, let's give it a month and a couple days, than Kyle Schwarber? 15 home.
So we're going to mute that. Schwarber with a home run has the Nationals and the Phillies tied at the bottom of the 4th.
He's 7 games behind the Mets with Aaron Nola on the mound.
Albert
Kyle Schwarber having another summer like he did last year.
And what a job by Rob Thompson, my former bench coach in the 2009 World Champs Yankees team, and Kevin Long, but happy for Rob Thompson. Spent 27 years with the Yankees. George Steinbrenner used to call him the Canadian. He treated him like a son, and he did every job from very small Tampa to all the way in the big leagues. And the
Braves
Phillies,
have been playing.
they're not going away.
To say the least. Pujols wants a time.
4.5 behind the Braves. We're in second in the NL East. One to Albert Pujols. Is grounded past Riley. That's
gets that one through Riley at third base line. And he's going to get a double here.
Rosario's throw is not in time. Second hit of the night
Pujols
for Albert
able
Pujols,
to
and it's a 2-out double.
Get
Here
a
in the
second
fourth.
there. Nice double there for Pujols.
I mean, this guy can flat
Rip
out
that
hit.
one right down
Another
third base
secondary
line.
pitch. Whips it down the line. That's the easy part. Now here comes the hard part. Come on, Albert. Go, 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 go. Oh, baby. 42 years young.
Fifth all-time
So
in
runner on
doubles.
second
He
is
adds another
Pujols.
with a home the second time.
With 2 outs.
It felt faster than that.
You know, I'm so happy for Albert.
count.
What a great, great guy. Done so much for the community in St. Louis, back home in Dominican Republic. To see him back in the red uniform, right where he belongs, going
double
straight
of
to
his
Cooperstown. Wow, what a career.
Free. High 95.
He's a guy who's been nominated,
Down.
by the way,
Swinging.
as a Muhammad Ali Sports
0-2.
Humanitarian Award finalist. And the winner of that will be announced at the ESPYs. And boy, Pujols in a number of different areas has
13
done
people in the
so
chat,
much
guys.
good
If y'all
with his
have
platform.
not hit that thumbs
And
up.
he'll be a
If you
Cardinal
have
for the
not
rest
hit
of his
the
life.
thumbs
I
up,
can see him
smash it
coming
right now.
back
It does
spring
help us
training
out.
for many,
This
many
one's going to be
years.
grounded right at first
Mundo
base.
Sosa rolls
Olsen
out
will
to
be
Matt
able to make
Olson,
an
and
easy play there.
Pujols, after all
and
of
that
that,
will get us to the
left
bottom of the
stranded
fourth, where
at
it's
second.
Swanson,
9
Olsen, and
pitches,
Riley
that's all
due
for
up in
Max
order.
Fried again.
And that will get us to another commercial. 13 people in the house, guys. Appreciate y'all for being here. If you have not hit that thumbs up, pop that thumbs up in the chat right now.
Just do it! Yes, you can! Make your dreams come true!
Also, rules on fighting in the chat. Tell him, Ted Lasso.
Easy now. Coach, tell these boys what the first rule of my fight club is.
No fight club!
No fight club.
No fight club. Gonna have to find some new material. Gonna want to find something going for moderators. We want to get something going for when a moderator gets into the chat. So we're going to the bottom of the fourth when we come back from a commercial break. See if the bats can get going for Atlanta. I think I need another RGB light flashing up on the black curtain. A little too dark. Need something to bring me out a little bit more. All right, so here we go. We are back now. Swanson with a big hit out to right field. Warning track, but he is caught.
A fly ball out for Miles Michaelis.
Good swing at it there by Dansby Swanson.
Javier is on the mound for the Astros. Now, he gave up 1 run in his last start. It was a homer to Shohei.
Royals up 1-0 on the Astros.
Underway, it's 1-0.
Now Javier with a 2.58
so Matt Olson up to
ERA
hit now.
Coming into tonight's start against Kansas City.
12 home runs, 47 RBIs.
So Swanson retired, and now Matt Olson, who lined the
go.
right his first time, didn't go there, getting a second look at Michaelis.
You know, spending time today with Snit,
right down the
Braves manager,
strike number 1.
you see so much Bobby Cox in him. There's just a good feeling. You just want to hang around like it's just like it's a barbecue. You're just hanging out with a good friend.
Olson hits this one down third base. Big
with
play there, and he got him out. They're going to say Goldschmidt kept his foot on the bag. We're going to have to look at this because that throw had Goldschmidt jump off the bag. Was his foot able to stay on it? Braves fans not happy. We'll have to see. Was he able to keep his foot on the bag?
Bit more time there. Had time to set his feet with Olson running and just use that bazooka from one Gold Glover to another here. Oh, what a play.
Close,
what a play.
Oh, man. His foot is on the bag. He's out.
I mean, great shot there by our truck. 13 Gold Gloves.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Jameson.
Between those two.
They got the right call. He stretched out with everything he could do, and he kept that foot on the bag. Great play there by Goldschmidt.
A big second out
big throw by the third baseman.
Miles Michaelis. And Goldschmidt helping out his third baseman.
So talking about Arenado,
Austin Riley,
his Major League Scouting report, great play there by Goldie. It read about Arenado: average third baseman, adequate defender, average feet, should be okay in the big leagues. Well, 9 gloves later, 4 platinum gloves later, and Brooks Robinson, who's considered the greatest defensive third baseman, recently said Arenado is the best third baseman I've ever seen.
Austin Riley hits this one out to left field. It will get down for a single.
Miles Michaelis. It's a 2-out base knock here in the 4th.
So runner on first with 2 outs.
Want more stats? Just ask Siri.
About strong up the middle, but about strong in the edges, and that's what the Cardinals are. But look at the Gold Gloves here. Brooks Robinson 16, Schmitty with 10, Arenado 9, and really just getting started.
You had that awesome conversation at Coors Field with him a few years ago, and he told you during that his favorite play to make is that backhand jump throw that we just saw.
And he makes it with tremendous accuracy, and he's got an unbelievable arm. And you know, that's a perfect example. He did not need to do that there, but sometimes it's your favor and you go to your go-to. But right there, you can take an extra step, set your feet, and throw a rocket right to Goldie.
Can't really see it.
And if you haven't seen that, by the way, I encourage you to check it out. It was, what, 13 minutes of you guys just talking about the finest details of defense at that position, and it's fascinating.
It was fascinating. It was Sunday Night Baseball, and we did it, and we had a great time doing it. But it's nice when you get to compare notes with someone who's done it at an even higher level than you've done it.
Hit to center field by Darno, but this one's going to be an easy catch.
At Dylan Carlson, who ends the bottom of the 4th. First hit for the Braves.
The bottom of the 4th. Braves are able to get a hit with Austin Riley's single, but we will go to the top of the 5th, still tied at 0 apiece. Dom, go. Yeah, that was Dolly and Dudley.
It has been as advertised in terms of the pitching so far between Max Fried and Miles Michaelis, as Fried goes back to work against 8-9-1 for St. Louis, starting with Brendan Donovan. Flew to left his first time. Andrew Kisner next. Donovan's had an excellent rookie season. Grounds this one at Orlando Arcia, and there is one away for Fried. Monday, July 18th, coverage of this season's Home Run Derby U. It begins at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN and ESPN2 from Dodger Stadium in LA. And Tuesday, July 19th, the 92nd All-Star game on Fox at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Derby on the 18th, and the All-Star game on the 19th.
Hey, Mike, isn't it crazy how you see a lot of these front offices, analytics departments say that average and bat and RBIs really don't matter that much. Yet great hitters like Arenado and Goldschmidt, they hit for high average and drive in 100 runs.
So
don't tell those two guys that those stats don't matter.
Yeah, guys, you saw the Home Run Derby promotion. Alex, I got to ask you about who you want there, because I know this. You got to have Pete Alonso. You got to have Shohei Ohtani. I think you got to have Ronald Acuna Jr., who we saw the year that he participated.
Way inside,
he can take the ball all over the ballpark.
Yeah, I love to see maybe Stanton.
In his hometown, right?
That'd be awesome, yes. How about you, Mike? Let me guess, a Red Sox. Mike's from Massachusetts, went to Notre Dame.
Inside 85
Probably
again,
booed
so 2
you.
balls, 1 strike.
1,000%. You should see how far we're sitting apart. Not only is he from Massachusetts, he's Notre Dame. So you got the Hurricanes,
Kisner
you got,
up at bat,
a lot of things working against us. But
batting
so
average
far,
181,
so
1
good.
home run, 12
yeah, he asked you for a
RBIs.
picture in the break. Wonder what's going to happen with that.
Catcher.
He's on Instagram already.
High inside 84
It
finds the
just called
corner,
strike.
so a 2-2
It's
count
2-2
there.
On Andrew
Kisner didn't
Jordan
quite
Alvarez
agree
would
with
be a
that
ton
one,
of
and
fun.
I would agree with him. That
Kyle
one
Schwarber.
should have been a ball.
Kyle Schwarber, because if someone's going to beat Pete Alonso, it's going to be someone with experience, someone who has lowered their heart rate the way Pete has in getting used to that event and coming up with a plan.
I tell you, just because you're home, it would be great to see Mike Trout.
Fouled back.
Way high.
2-2 by Kisner.
Kisner fouls it.
But in all seriousness, talking Red Sox,
Should've held
Rafael
off on
Devers,
that one.
guy
That one would've
is
been
a boatload of
Ball
fun.
number 3.
In just about everything he does production-wise, and then also all his mannerisms as well.
Mike, you couldn't wait. It took you to the top of the 5th inning to get a Red Sox in. It was just a matter of time. I love it. Got your friends texting you, hey, get some Red Sox in there. Everybody's got some Yankee mention.
Yeah, balance it out, right?
No, but you're right, and he learned so much in the Big Poppy.
That's 3.
And look,
3 pitches in
the
a row that
Cardinals,
were
the Braves, the
high,
Red Sox,
and we
they're
got
all
a
the
full
same. They're
count
all
here,
winners.
3-2.
And one thing I will tell you about Alex Cora, who's one of the finest managers in the game, a Hurricane, Mike. He is going to have that team ready to go, and they're not going anywhere.
3-2. That one hit
office,
out to right.
They're going to go
Field warning track caught by Acuna Jr.
at the wall on an
Good job
Andrew
there by
Kisner
Acuna.
line drive for the second out for Max Fried here in the top of the 5th.
That's another thing that
had to catch that one on the run.
Michael Harris has done so well for this team I
So
remember when
Edmund
Bill
will
Murphy
get
was
back
moved from
up to
center
bat.
field. You weren't born yet, Mike.
I believe
they moved
he
him
is
to right
one-
field, and
one
that
for two
became
on the
his
night. He
position
is.
of comfort. I love to see
got 32
a
RBIs
superstar
on the
player
year.
in one position, in one batting order. And that's exactly what Harris has been able to do for Acuna.
And it's also lessened the need to have Adam Duvall in center as well. That's something that Brian Snitker thought a lot about in the offseason and how that was going to play out. So, again, the impact that Harris has made has affected corner outfield spots as well.
I can tell you from a player's perspective, consistency, predictability in the lineup equals better numbers, equals comfort. And that's one thing I love about this Braves team. They're as consistent as any team in baseball. They throw out the same 9 guys out there every day. And Rosario with a much needed left-handed bat. Much needed in that lineup, especially with Albies hurt right now.
That was one of the reasons they were happy to get him back in
play there by
He's
Acuna.
been penciled in again in left field. Flanking Harris and Acuna. 2 outs for Tommy Edman. He singled his last time, also is grounded to third. Ball at 2 strikes against Freed.
Mike, speaking of Notre Dame, what was your major?
So it was called Film, Television, and Theater.
What?
It's basically the closest thing they had to like mass communications.
Okay.
They didn't have a journalism major.
Okay.
Just a minor. I wasn't much of a film guy or a theater guy. So we turned to TV.
I love it.
So
when I saw your resume, I thought
here.
you would probably go to like Fordham, like, you know, Ruocco and Michael
1-2
Kay
pitch.
and Vince
Edmund
Scully.
fouls that one off.
But I saw Notre Dame. I saw
Or Syracuse.
Or Syracuse. There you go. Yeah. Who were some of the guys that you came up admiring in the broadcast?
Guys, I will
booth?
be right back.
It is such a long list. And what I will say about this industry, how many people are so willing to help?
All right, I'm back. So it looks like we are going to the bottom of the 5th. Okay, what are we doing? This is what happens when the dogs come in the swing and try to take over. No. Or they will have to go up. Hush. Stop. Yep, there was Dolly. And Dudley's the one barking. I'm about to have to put him up. And there's Dudley. Your breath stings where you just ate. Yeah, I guess so, Linda. Guess so. No, hush. Alright, so we're back.
halfway through and scoreless between the Cardinals and the Braves. In the third game of this 4-game series, Max Fried and Miles Michaelis have both been excellent. Michaelis goes back to work, having yielded just 1 hit in 4 innings. Now he faces 6, 7, and 8, starting
Cunha with a big hit out deep left field. Home run!
The Braves strike first here in the 5th.
My goodness, Dudley. Stop, you're killing me. And here we go. Let's see if I can do this video. Oh, yeah. So, home run there.
And the former
by Ozuna.
Ozuna. Breaking ball, and he hit it a mile.
445 feet.
A hanging breaking ball.
Marcell Ozuna with
put it on a tee.
The first run of the game.
Oh,
a solo shot home run to left field.
Wait, explode. Very loose before the game. Saw him in the cage, taking some hacks, and he just felt like very free and very happy. Seems like a very good place. And as he told us, I'm beginning to warm up, Poppy, and he's right.
My goodness. You're killing me.
Okay. Having some fun with Wash.
All right, guys, I'm going to put him up. I'll be right back.
I mean, there's a few things this team is not lacking. It's confidence.
And here's a deep shot to right field. And that is another home run. Back-to-back home runs. Rosario with that one. You're killing me right now. These King Dogs are killing me. As we're finally having some action heating up.
446 feet to Ozuna on a curveball. To Rosario is the slider.
Rosario goes deep right. Ozuna went deep left.
A little change up. And again,
and Michaelis now not feeling so hot.
Coming back, a much needed left-handed bat for the Braves.
All right,
and then the fun and the excitement after the Cape.
And some
Harris hits that one right to Michaelis, and he's able to make a play at first. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Ronald Acuna back
You
up
know,
now.
Buster, so I asked the player what makes Acuna, I never finished that story, what makes Acuna so special? He said, confidence. And I said, well, give me an example. He said, Bob Gibson,
right
Roger Clemens, Pedro Martinez, they can come out of retirement.
Strike.
If they're facing Acuna, he goes, you know what? I'm taking them deep. Poppy, maybe 2, maybe 3 times. And Buster, for a young player, there is nothing more vital than that type of confidence. And he matches it
now, no 2
with
count.
Discipline at the plate, runs like a deer, power. He is the total package and has that confidence like another Venezuelan, Miguel Cabrera.
He's getting his 3rd look at Michaelis. Takes
Way
upstairs
high there by
to run it to
Michaelis.
1-2 here with 2 outs.
1-2.
Still just 24 years old. Doesn't turn 25 until December. 1-2 pitch. His last foul.
Acuna fouls that one out.
So, Mike, here's a perfect example of a guy who's 24 but has the maturity of 34. He's looking breaking ball here. Breaking ball, breaking ball. Oh, emergency. Let me buy myself another pitch. That's the difference between a guy that's not human and then he takes that pitch beautifully. You see that? So in the pitch before, he told you he's looking for that pitch. He's so quick, he can foul it off. Then he throws a great slider, and he doesn't even budge.
Just spits on a 90-mile-an-hour 2-strike slider down there.
Exactly.
Your house today came out pretty solid. It was $1.
Yeah, you were watching some of Acuna's at-bats
What
this
is
week
a
in the lead-up to this game, and you kept coming back to the patience, the discipline as well.
Yeah, I mean, a couple nights ago, games 1-0, he lays off, bases loaded, 3 unbelievable sliders, walks, then Swanson comes up, 3-run double, and before you know it, boom,
Acuna
6-0.
caught swinging there.
Well, Michaelis
So
strikes
that will
him out
end the
here to
5th,
end the 5th,
but not before the Braves can get a couple home runs by Ozuna
Bomb.
and Rosario.
The curveball, and then on the
Braves up 2-0 in this one. What the heck is this? This seems awesome. Everything is $5. Where is there one at my house? Howland? Alright guys, we are on a commercial break right now as we are going to the top of the 6th. If you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up. And welcome to the Coach Play. It's by Town Circle? Okay. Town Square, I'm guessing. You know how it's a square. Some of these things on this TikTok are like, why in the world are these like $5? What did you get? It was $1 a day? Man, I wish I went. This one said I spent $1.25 a day because everything was a quarter. That's awesome. Hey, honestly, that's how you could get some resale value, Coach Allen. Get some eBay going. Oh, I'm going tomorrow. Dang. You should have told me that. I would have met you over there today. Jameson likes Rosario 2021. I got a new iPad case just like yours, but with a hand strap. Nice. Heck yeah. All right, we're back.
It's 2 times against Fried.
And big inning with the Braves, 2 home runs and one for Fried to come down and throw a 0, 2, 3, 4 here.
Never know, I might find stuff that I can review.
He's coming off a 1, 2, 3, 5th inning.
Fried way low inside at 88.
Cardinals trying to get in gear.
I like shopping
3
when
in a
it
row.
means that I might
They've
could have
lost
some resale
5 of their
or
last
it's a
6,
big hunt. You know?
and 8 of their last 12.
Never even heard of that store.
Trying to steady the ship here.
It'll be same stuff as today if you go tomorrow. Better to go like Monday through Wednesday next
Haven't had long starts.
Okay.
The first 2 games
I
of
still
this
may
series.
go just to kill some time and do something more. And just see what it looks like.
Mets are losing in Cincinnati. Could see the Braves 1.5 out after this. They were
What's their
10
restock
games
date?
out just a few weeks ago.
So there's
changed as
first walk
Carlson
there for free.
works a walk.
Carlson
He's on
gets
in
a
front
walk.
of Paul Goldschmidt. This is how Max Fried attacked him last time, to your point.
Yeah, Mike, and Goldie hit a double on the second pitch in his first at bat. Now he's thinking soft. Here comes a fastball. Here's another one. Still thinking soft. One more.
Mute that with that audio. Saturdays are why they are famous. Saturdays are why they are famous. Why is that? Is that the best day to go?
Right for the Cardinals, and it's a slider to start out.
So if you're Fried, you've shown fastballs and curveballs. Now first pitch, throw him a slider. You can
What's
expect
up,
maybe
Carver
a change
family in the
fastball.
house?
Now the
Team
kitchen sink.
member?
This is probably the last time he faces.
What's up, Barry?
Comes the
Appreciate you
0-1.
joining the stream. Says go Braves.
Another swing and a miss.
Big swing
Another
there by
slider,
Goldschmidt.
and it's 0-2.
Goldschmidt 1 for 2 on night. Started the night with a double.
Saw the note that Goldschmidt has hammered non-fastballs this year, up near 375, highest average on those pitch types in all of baseball.
Choking up a little bit. I love this approach with 2 strikes. Guy with 19 home runs, 65 ribbies, and choking up. The importance of putting the ball in play.
On Saturdays, really? Wow.
0-2.
Just like that.
On a line
Big
to
hit by
center
Goldschmidt
field.
there. We'll get a nice
Chokes
single.
up, singles with 2 strikes.
And so now
and the first 2
Cardinals
are
going to have a
aboard here in
runner
the
on
6th
first and
for
second
St.
with
Louis.
no outs. Hope all is well with you too, Barry.
Fastball here with a little cut. 0-2, not trying to do too much. Got the big knob on that bat, stays behind it.
That's a big commitment there for Howland.
Well
Carver
done.
family.
The art of hitting still works, is evergreen.
I wonder how much they sell.
Don't let
tickets to
anyone
get
tell
on
you that
Saturdays.
batting average and RBIs do not matter. They are wrong. If you're a youngster out there,
But
put
if
the
I
ball
go
in play,
tomorrow, which is a
choke
Thursday,
up,
they're going to be
get
even
hits,
cheaper, right?
drive in runs, you'll always have a job.
And so now the first 2 are on for the
High
Cardinals.
96
Nobody
ball.
out here in the 6th.
Coach and coach show.
Now it's Nolan Arenado. Flew out to center, then popped to first. His first couple of times against Fried.
So
Guy's
we're at
been
the top
swinging
of the
bat
6th.
well
Cardinals with a
over his
runner on
last
first and
5+ games.
second.
Started
with no
Friday in Philadelphia
outs.
when he
This
hit
is
for
their
the
chance
cycle.
to cut into this lead here.
A
as
sword
Fried
there on an
has,
elevated fastball.
He's up to 74 pitch count.
Only the second swing and miss on a fastball tonight against Fried. Expect him to mix in his changeup now, second, third time around.
Under center.
An effective
That's a good
changeup
one.
will make his fastball faster and more effective.
I like that. That's a good one. Under center.
And you said it earlier, Fried throwing that changeup a whole lot more than he did last year. Fouled off on the breaking ball, and it's 1-2.
Got a little careless on Goldie, had him 0-2 fastball, base it up the middle. Now you got to focus and make a pitch right here. Do not let Arenado back in the count. Put him away right here.
I got it, Carver. I mean,
Max Fried,
I figured
75
that one
pitches
out, you
deep
know?
here tonight. 1-2 to Arenado. Grounded hard.
Arnado with a hard hit to third. Riley hits third, makes the play at first. So there's a double play. So they will have a runner at second, but with 2 outs.
So Riley made this play look really easy, but it was far from that. A very difficult play. Backhand. Tough hop. And then a great internal clock. Steps on the bag, takes an extra step, and throws a strike to Olsen.
Linda says, come on, Cards. Nope, not today, Linda.
Handled that hop, came up
Not
a bit on
today.
him. And turned it into 2. So now 2 down. Goldschmidt at second. And Juan Yepez the batter. Takes ball 1. Yepez a fly out to left and a line out to second his last time back in the 4th inning. Guy who's got 5 home runs his last 9 games after he had the solo shot here Monday. Laced one down the left field line in the 6th inning to trim the deficit for the Cardinals in that one. He's 5th among rookies in home runs this season. Julio Rodriguez leads the way with 15. Fouled back, 1-1.
Yeah, watch this play here by Riley. Very difficult. Watch his last hop, a tricky hop, a bad hop. But watch the big fella stay with it. Look at all the way into that web. Now he takes his time and he becomes a quarterback, a running quarterback, and a strike to Olsen.
And you talked with Arenado about playing defense at third as low to high, working
That's
your
right.
way up.
And that's exactly what Riley did right there.
1-1 is sprayed foul, and it's 1-2 with 2 outs here in the 6th.
A pitcher's best friend, a double play. Now that play right there can actually may be able to take Fried onto the 8th inning. 79 pitches. Yeah, working with Wash pregame. Guys come out every single day. It could be 100 degrees, batting practice, rain, shine. They get their work in every day. The same way Miguel Tejada used to do it with Oakland, Gold Glove. Chavez, Gold Glove. Michael Young, and what they all do, Mike, they give the Gold Glove to Mr. Washington.
Like a metronome with the work they put in. 1-2 pitch. He's bounced it.
Wow,
kicks away
that's going
from
to be a wild
Darno.
pitch, and so
And Goldschmidt
runner will
advances
advance to
90
third.
feet to third.
Big pitch here, big at bat. There's a big difference between 2-0 and 2-1. If you're the Cards, do anything in your power to cut this lead in half.
And the rookie Juan Yepez waiting on a 2-2. Albert Pujols would be next. Fried deals. And Yepez stays alive.
As you fatigue a little bit on a hot night, breaking ball doesn't have quite the same bite. Kind of rolls a little bit more, allows hitters to foul it off.
See what Fried goes back to now after the curve. 2-2 to Yepez, and he strikes him out.
Got him. That one low and outside, and Yepez could not hold off on it. So that's going to get us now to the bottom of the 6th after this commercial break. I got an iPhone charger, laptop stand, iPad case, keyboard and mouse, Spider-Man poster, LSU flag for lesson. Holy crap. You gonna use all that stuff, or are you trying to sell it? Be right back. Man, the dogs are killing us right now, dude.
Watson.
All right, we're back.
He showed that note off the top, getting set for this ball game tonight. How good Michaelis and Wainwright have been.
So Swanson up to bat
this season, but
that
beyond that,
outside
they've had
for
question
now
marks
a 2-0 count
in the starting rotation, and even more so the way the first couple of games of this series have gone. In particular with Dakota Hudson.
How that goes, I'm sure I'll lose that money.
The other night in the opener here. So it's going to be interesting to see how things shake out the next few weeks for St. Louis and maybe what they're thinking. 2-1 is down and away. 3 balls and a strike on Swanson.
Yeah, overall, they rank 19th out of 30 teams in starters ERA. You talk with executives with other teams, they really feel like the Cardinals need to be aggressive to add a starting pitcher.
So 3-1 count for Swanson.
Swanson
big hit, deep left.
And Donovan.
And it will get
for the first down.
Ran down.
Buster, you said it on the podcast that among contenders,
Swanson's hit a couple
to you,
nice
right?
shots today.
Pitching is the most glaring
hung
need.
up on him.
No doubt about it, because when you look at the rest of the Cardinals team, you know, the everyday lineup, you love it. You love the depth of the young players, how those guys are being integrated into this everyday lineup. The bullpen has a lot of great pieces, but that rotation, they need more, and they need someone who potentially, as one executive from another team told me, look, they need a guy who can start a game 1 or game 2 of a postseason series, which is why other people are wondering, will they be the club to invest big in Frankie Montas of the Oakland Athletics if he's okay? You guys saw he came out of the start on Sunday. He got a cortisone shot. We'll see where he's at in a few days.
Inside for ball.
And then there's interesting questions, too, about other teams who maybe have starting pitchers to deal, but would you do that within the division with a team that you face over the course of the year like that?
Outside ball.
And that would be the Cincinnati Reds, who, of course, Luis Castillo would be perfect for what the Cardinals need, but would they trade within the division? Could the Cardinals prize someone away there?
Up to 17 likes, guys. If y'all have not hit that like button, if you would smash it right now. Let's get to 20.
Will look to extend Luis Castillo. This is usually the time of the year, we saw it last week, guys, with Juan Soto, when teams will go to some of these players and say, look, can we work out a deal? And if they don't, that changes the context as to whether or not they'll have a trade conversation.
You know, Buster's interesting in the day and age of tanking or rebuilding or whatever you want to call it.
Just missed it, Jameson.
The Cardinals
What's
are a
up,
team
Lee
that
Jones
never
has
take
said
that
hello,
approach.
Coach.
They're
Welcome
always
back.
competing
Absolutely.
for a world championship.
We've yet to have
They're
a live
never
stream since the
rebuilding. They're
NBA
always
Finals, so we're
retooling,
back at it
and it's
tonight.
been that way for many, many decades. And that's one thing as a player. When you come to St. Louis, you know you're going to be competing for a championship, and when the move needs to be made, the Cardinals will make it.
Good breaking ball there from Miles Michaelis, and he strikes out Matt Olson. 4th K for Michaelis, and there's 2 gone here in the 6th.
Up to 2 likes away now from 20 likes. Appreciate you guys. See if we can get there.
Is also grounded to 2nd. Now the other news item, Cardinals pitching wise, is that Steven Matz, who of course signed the 4-year, $44 million deal in the offseason. He's only made 9 starts. Been on the IL with a shoulder issue.
So
he's going to make another rehab outing tomorrow in AAA on his road back.
And they have Jack Flaherty as well, but of course, with a number of these guys, you just don't know what you're going to get, guys.
Yeah, it was a couple of Sundays ago that Flaherty left his 3rd start of the season. That outing against the Cubs. Remember, he was on the shelf the first 10 weeks of the year as well. A couple of years for him now of battling injury.
Time. Riley gets the time.
And we were chatting with Ollie today, and Buster asked him for injury updates. He said, I think our entire team is.
Please hit the like button, folks, if you haven't already. My man, Buck Williams. I appreciate that very much, Buck.
Good news soon on a lot of these guys. Tyler O'Neill has been
up to 18 likes. Let's get to 20, guys.
In his rehab
always,
stint
share
this
us
week.
Out. Get your friends in here.
And of course, Flaherty, class teammates in high school with Max Fried at Westlake Harvard in LA.
Pitch is outside for ball number.
Pretty good company.
Strike.
And a story that's been well documented, and guys that you sat down with, right? Once upon a time out there in California.
Yeah, when they were youngsters coming up, Alex Bregman put this big group together. Had the big 3 from Westlake Harvard, and
Riley with a big shot to left center. That one's going to get down for at least a single. He's got a round for second, and he's easily in there. So there's a double for Austin Riley. I got to get my chant back on here
get a little
again.
Cutter right here.
Some more Braves
out
games.
over the plate. Riley, an excellent breaking ball hitter, the best on this team. And a hustle.
Hope you're having a good Wednesday night there, Buck.
Boy, he's swinging a good bat recently as well. Last 6 games coming into tonight, he was 12 for his last 24 with a half dozen extra base hits.
So
Last
Travis
night
d'Arnaud
was 3 for 4,
0 for
had a
1
2-run
and
homer.
a walk.
And now he has hits in 2 trips over the last 3 innings. 84 pitches from Michaelis
here.
And Andrew Kisner strolls out to the mound. This fan base has had a lot to cheer about since the start of June. Best team in baseball in that time. They've got a 2-0 lead here on the Cardinals and threatening for some more with 2 outs and Riley in scoring position. And the batter Travis d'Arnaud, who has walked and flown out to center against Michaelis.
So Riley is on second with 2 outs. d'Arnaud up to bat. Michaelis about to pitch, number 86.
0-1.
Low and outside for ball number 1.
The 1-1 pitch on a line to right,
deep
tailing toward
right.
the line. Long way to go for Yepes.
Foul.
And that's a foul ball into the first row. Well, you talked about it from the Cardinals' perspective. The Braves, meanwhile, offensively, 2 outs, 2 strikes, especially when they've been in this hot stretch, they've done serious damage.
1-2.
Yeah, nothing hurts more than these grinded long at bats, 2-out hits, 2 strikes, 2 outs. They just chip away, chip away.
And a 1-2. On a line left.
Big hit by Darno, left field. It's going to bring in Riley, and Darno's going to get himself a double.
Atlanta adds on. It's 3-0 here in the 6th.
Big hit there by Darno, right down left field. And Atlanta will extend their lead to 3.
And for Michaelis is that slow
Exit
breaking
velocity
ball,
on that one
76
was
miles an hour,
104.
right over the top. That does him in. Darno waits and explode. Another 2 out, 2 strikes. RBI double. And the chop.
And so now a mound visit here and probably a pitching change.
Bring out Mike Maddox, the 5th-year pitching coach. Boy, right on cue, the Braves offense doing what they have done. Now over the
Jameson
second
says, there we
quarter
go, Travis.
of the season.
And here
again,
it goes.
As you said, a breaking ball doing Michaelis in.
So Michaelis is going to stay out there for at least the time being.
Run of insurance.
So Ozuna had a deep left field home run. Then right after that, Rosario with a deep right home run. And then Darno with a deep shot to left, bringing in Austin Riley for his double. Ozuna was 446. Rosario was 406.
Who homered on the curveball.
Marcelo Ozuna back in to bat.
So pick your poison.
So he starts with a fastball. Now facing Ozuna.
So if you're Ozuna, you're eliminating the curveball. Certainly curveball for strike.
Absolutely, Jameson.
So fastball in, cutters away.
Eliminating it
foul that one
because
off to the
you
right
know he's struggled with it and given up damage the last couple of innings.
No, because the last time he threw your curveball, he hit it 4,000 miles. And pitchers have a short memory, and so do hitters. But one of the things that Pedro Martinez would do is you hit a curveball for a home run, and next at bat, you're thinking eliminated, first pitch curveball right at you. And he's basically saying, hey, don't you eliminate anything against me. El Duque was the same way.
Well, fastball to start.
Here's another one.
And 0-2.
Ozuna will foul that one off as that one was high.
I mean, these are kind of things that you have to pay attention, right? You pay attention to the game. The game has a certain rhythm. It's chess, not checkers. So very simple. Last pitch you saw, breaking ball, he hit it 4,000 miles. Now he comes back with 3 fastballs in a row. If you pay attention, the game will tell you what comes next. So will the scoreboard.
Michaelis trying to escape here in the 6th with a man at second. Another
inside, that one is popped up.
Kisner
looking to play this one, and he does. That ends the inning.
So all
Atlanta
this time.
able to advance their lead to 3, as we will have Pujols, Sosa, and Donovan up to bat for the Cardinals at the top of the 7th. Linda says, Cardinals are doing Cardinal things. I see. I see. All right, so we're coming back from commercial break now. Pujols up to bat first.
You are happy to see Max Fried gone after 82 pitches.
Darren O'Day has
shutout
now
innings.
checked
Darren
in this
O'Day
game as Max Fried. His night is done. What a night for Fried it was, and we'll see if the Cardinals can pick anything up
Pujols
on O'Day.
And strike one with that fastball from that slot for O'Day.
Yeah, tough for a bat here for Pujols. 2 for 2 off Fried. O'Day 2 pitches, fastball up and slider like that.
So 0-2 count quickly here for Pujols.
He's only given up on his four-seam fastball 1 extra base hit on it.
4 home runs on the year,
all
17
season.
RBIs.
It was a double. He gets a lot of swing and miss on it. A lot of his strikeouts.
I'll tell you, Mike, there's one guy that watching him, I'm in a slump up here. I couldn't touch this guy if he told me what's coming. I had the hardest time seeing O'Day.
The 39-year-old dealing
Way
to the
outside,
42-year-old Albert Pujols.
Great clubhouse guy, one of Buck Showalter's favorite in Baltimore. Led that very, very good Baltimore Oriole bullpen that Showalter put together. And every night, Mike, 3 nights a day, whether it's Baltimore, Camden Yards, or Yankee Stadium, I saw him 3 nights in a row.
Pujols fights this
Pujols
one toward
to
third.
the left.
And Riley retreats.
Riley able
for
to
the
back
first down.
up and get that one down.
O'Day taking over for Max Fried, who was really effective in this
Max Fried, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 0 runs, 0 ER. And 4 strikeouts on 82 pitches, so a nice night there for Max Fried. As this will bring up Sosa up to bat.
Max Fried is down there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
In Braves land.
That was Kyle Wright, who's a Vanderbilt guy, so I know what he looks like.
We had to have a Vandy mention. You got another guy, a shortstop, your other guy?
Flush.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Slow
here's
roller
a
off
hit
the bat
to
of Edmundo
shortstop there.
Sosa and Orlando Arcia on the
Arcia
move.
actually was able to make that play.
We're talking through some of the pitchers with some of the Braves position players today, and Quadzilla, that was another one.
So
I
2 outs
picked
for the
up
Braves
in
as
the
they get an
Spanish
easy
from
one there
Marcelo
at
Zuna,
first.
talking about Spencer Strider, who goes in the finale tomorrow, and boy, has he been a ton of fun this season.
Mike, we were talking down there with Osuna for like 30 minutes, and I've never seen a guy listen
The AJ
so
Show
carefully.
has
And I
became
thought you knew perfect
a
Spanish.
member top prospect.
By your listening skills.
Let's see
He looked at me
here.
after what, 10 minutes? He goes,
Yeah.
"You speak Spanish?"
like that?
I was like,
You like that?
That's what I call
And then he continues to speak Spanish.
This is just a real
Good on
nice
the job
surprise.
training for me.
Get something for you, Clark. Something.
2 down, and Brendan Donovan, the
You
batter,
like
a fly
that?
out to
I
left,
like
and a ground
that.
out
Big
to
shout
second.
out to the AJ Show becoming a
guy
top
who is
prospect.
one of the great personalities
Says, let's
on this
freaking
Cardinals
go.
team.
My man, AJ.
Oliver Marmol was telling us
Gonna
that
get on
today
the
that
board.
every
We'll have to
championship
add
team
him to
has
this
a
list
guy
of the board
who's
of the
just a
Coach Plays
grinder.
members. Big
This
shout out.
is just a real nice
unafraid.
surprise.
And that for them.
AJ Show, and now every time he
25-year-old
pops in the
Brendan
chat, he'll
Donovan.
be granted with a team member.
Good lifting.
Appreciate you very much,
Made
AJ.
his big league debut in late April. On a 1-1.
That got him.
Clips him, yep. So a 2-out base runner for the Cardinals here in the 7th, trailing by 3.
Little slider here. Just got to round it a little bit. Best way to get on base, little 79-mile-an-hour slider.
Little glancing blow.
Yeah.
Donovan, a guy who has walked a ton. He's been hit by a lot of pitches as well. That's how he gets aboard here. In front of Andrew Kisner, who was flown out to center and lined out to right. Worked a couple of full counts against Fried. Another righty-righty matchup for Darren O'Day, who's been lethal against righties this year.
This is attaboy, AJ.
You know, Alex
Appreciate
Anthopoulos
AJ
brings
very
the
much.
veteran O'Day, and what a great compliment the way you construct this bullpen with all the lefties, power lefties. What do you want to do against lefties? Stack up righties, and then here comes O'Day, who's dominant and has always been dominant against righties.
You hear some managers nowadays talk about bullpen construction like in terms of the hours on a clock, and if you have arm slots from different angles from both sides, that is really difficult for opposing ball clubs in their offense.
Yeah, it makes sense. As a hitter, what you want is, we talked about it, predictability, consistency. As you construct the bullpen, you want exact opposite of that. You want to disrupt that.
Big swing and a miss there, and O'Day will get Kisner out, and that will get us
we hit the stretch
to the stretch.
The Braves lead
as we are getting ready for the bottom of the 7th. Braves up 3-0 in this one. Justin Brown coming in with a $1.99 super chat. Sound the horn. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Where's that horn? Where's that horn? Come on. It's got to kick the dust off. I'm going to continue to wait for it. Don't do me wrong, horn. There it is. Big shout out to Justin Brown for the $1.99 super chat.
You like that? You like that?
Now that's what I call high quality tool.
That's what I call a high quality super chat. Appreciate you very much, Justin. Appreciate you, big fella. What's up, Coach? Dropping by to smash the like. Setup is looking tight. Appreciate you very much, Valhalla. Justin says anytime, man. Appreciate you very much, Justin. Appreciate you very much, Valhalla. Not quite like you as far as your baseball streams, but we'll get there. Valhalla, guys, if y'all do not have Valhalla Sports Talk, y'all have got to get him down. He has tons of great live streams, and he is covering everything LA Dodgers. So I believe he will be live tonight, so check him out. All right, so we are coming back from a commercial break now. Big hit here all the way to the wall. But what a catch. Duvall hit this one all the way to left center wall. And they just made a spectacular catch.
What an unbelievable play. Duvall pinch hitting, a few feet away from a home run.
Trying to see who makes this play.
You gotta go a long ways right here. It helps that he's lefty. Perfect presence.
Yep, Carlson hits that one
the wall.
At the wall. Catches that one at the wall.
Wow.
Great play there. Duvall almost with a nice double there.
Feet first, hang on, presented.
Just a few feet shy of a home run.
And hang a star right next to that one.
Indeed. Cardinals defense.
So they get a
strikes
quick
again.
out there.
They've been really
For the
good
new
defensively.
pitcher, Thompson.
Top 10 in Major League Baseball.
This one gets in there for a
defensive
strike.
runs saved
Now
this
1-1
year.
count.
You talked about all the Gold
Garcia.
Gloves in their history, in particular last year as well. And that's got to feel good for Zach Thompson.
It's a nice way to come in. You think it's a home run, there's one out. Here we go. Zach Thomas, fastball, curveball, changeup, and
Big
a
hit,
slider.
Arcia to the
Wild
right,
card.
getting chased down,
Kentucky.
and he will make that catch.
He gets
in
Orlando
right field.
Arcia to fly out to right. So a couple of fly ball outs here for Thompson, taking over for Michaelis, who gave up the 3 runs in 6 innings.
Is able to make that catch at right. So this will now bring out Harris, the sensational rookie.
Brings up
Michael
the
Harris,
youngster.
who's 0 for 2
Michael
tonight.
Harris.
Batting average
So the youngest
295,
player
5
in
home
Major
runs,
League
19
Baseball. He was
RBIs.
born 6 days after Wander Franco. And Albert Pujols.
Big swing and a miss there.
The oldest.
Thompson gets him swinging at 95.
So yeah, about a month after Harris was born, big league debut for Albert Pujols.
Yeah, and a tremendous find by the Braves scouting department. Snicker was telling
Harris
us
with
today
another
before the
big
game, a
swing there,
lot of
missed.
teams were interested in him as a pitcher, but the Braves were defiant. They knew him as an outfielder. They loved his arm, his athleticism, and also made a really nice adjustment. Very coachable.
And Harris
by
will
dropping
hit
his
this
hands a
one
little
down
bit.
first base
Has
line and
increased
able to
his
make the
production.
play there at first.
Brian Snicker said he's been
So,
synonymous with us winning.
Braves
over
3
the
up,
last
3
month
down.
and
We will
change.
now go to the
Grounds out,
top
though,
of
against
the
Thompson.
8th. Can the Cardinals be able to make some sort of runs here and get back into this one? That's going to be the question as we are going to the top of the 8th. Going to have to see how they do against O'Day. They could, Linda. They could. All right, so here we go. We are back into this one.
Great competitor, strike thrower, keeps the ball down.
Up to 20
ground
likes,
ball,
guys.
and looks for the
Appreciate y'all
punch out,
very
top
much.
of the
Let's
zone.
see if we can get to
There's a
25.
punch
We've
out.
got 2 innings here.
fading
So
away
strike
from Tommy
number
Edman.
3 there.
Chavez.
Edman will go down
The
swinging.
strikeout has out
Has
number
already
1.
a new pitcher for the Braves as
Great
Chavez
change
is
up
in.
here. Pulls the
So
string,
O'Day
starts a strike, and
only
fades
pitched
away.
1 inning.
Yeah, you mentioned Chavez, a strike thrower. 67% of the time, it's a first pitch strike from him. That's the best rate he's done that in his entire career. And it's his 15th year in the big leagues. Now Dylan Carlson takes, strike 1.
And for the young fellas out there that are playing baseball, the youth, the young generation, you don't have to throw 98 or 99. You can still throw 92, 88, mix it in, mix it out, change speeds like
Low
that.
corner, outside corner gets.
And a really nice pace.
Gets Carlson to swing at that one, so an 0-2 count here to start.
He's ahead 0-2 on Carlson, who walked his last time and made that fine catch last inning in left center.
That one inside for strike 3.
Carlson
thought it was inside. He doesn't agree with that call.
Strikeouts for Jesse Chavez.
Jesse Chavez off to a great start in this inning here. Trying to get 3 up, 3 down.
Fading away.
Now coming up to bat,
And this
Goldschmidt.
time,
We'll see how he can
the
do
front hit
against
fastball.
their best player
Comeback.
here.
Came back, strike 3.
Chavez with the pitch, and that one's in there for the
And
93
strike
strike.
1 to Paul Goldschmidt, who, if you got to face this guy, this is the way you want to do it. 2 outs, base is empty.
Exactly.
That's his
Pitch
first
way
ball
outside
after
for ball.
7 strikes and a couple of strikeouts. You don't want to jinx it, but you start thinking about it.
Where there's nothing
And
better.
swing and a miss
than
at
playing
78
behind a
changeup
guy like
low.
Chavez, throwing
Now
strikes,
1-2.
good pace, assertive, pitching, adding, subtracting, in, out.
Right now, Chavez just off to a great start.
1-2.
1-2 pitch.
It's a slow roll.
Chavez
Foul.
fouled. I don't know. Thought he was able to get him out, but they're going to say foul.
Yeah, that's what Jesse Chavez has done throughout his career. Both teams with 5 hits in this game. But the Cardinals still held scoreless into this 8th inning.
Here we go.
1-2.
Outside 93. Goldschmidt will watch that go ball.
Two-two pitch. And a
Chavez
full
low
count
in the
worked
dirt.
by Goldschmidt.
So ball number 3. So full count here.
He had a 2-strike single his last time in the 6th. That put 2
up.
on for Nolan
On deck.
Arenado, who would be next. 3-2 is ball
Way
4.
low for ball
And
number
Goldschmidt
4.
gets aboard here with 2 outs in the 8th inning in front of Arenado.
It's a good matchup here for the Cardinals. Arenado loves to hit strikes.
So
Chavez is a
Arenado will
strike
come
thrower.
up with Goldschmidt on first with 2
Chavez
outs.
tougher against lefties
Arenado
because
0
that
for 3
cutter and
tonight.
changeup.
17 home runs, 55 RBIs on the year. But he has not had a good night so
We'll see how
far.
they pitch. Arenado, a guy who has just pounded fastballs this season. They started with a 2-seamer that clips the
Man, is
edge
it
for
really
strike
window?
1.
Let me see if I can refresh this. No, I am where I am.
That
sucks.
5-3 double play ball came off Arenado's bat his last time. Ball and a strike.
So 1-1 count. For Arenado. Chavez trying to get through this.
Chavez
8th inning.
delivers the 1-1.
Way
That's outside.
89,
2 balls
so
and a
2
strike
balls and 1 strike.
to Arenado.
So every pitch, all 3 have been away. 1 fastball for a strike, 2 cutters away. If you're Arenado, you can basically eliminate anything middle in.
Helping
Get
Chavez
right on
tonight,
top of the
Buck
plate
says.
and make that outside pitch, make it right down the middle, and think dead central.
Chavez, the
Smacks
2-1
this
pitch.
one
This
to left
one
field,
hit
base hit.
left field will get down
Arenado
for a single.
singles. He's got his
So
first
we're going to have a
hit of the
runner
ball
on
game,
first
and
and
the Cardinals
second.
will bring the tying run to the plate.
Exit velocity
here
was
in the 8th
104
inning.
right there.
And like we
for
talked
Arenado.
about, away,
of the
3
night.
in a row. Here comes the 4th one. Black. Arenado all over it, leaning out over the plate, snorkeling out over the plate. And Chavez lucky he got that ball back.
You saw 3 out there, and you just
So now
trust
up
that
to
he wants
hit.
to go right back to that spot.
He
Yepez,
is telling you where he wants to
if I'm
go.
saying his
Believe
name
him.
right. Yepez, who
Now
is
one swing of the bat here can tie the
0
ball
for
game
3
up.
tonight. He's hit a
And the
11
batter
home
is
runs
Juan
on the year.
Yepez. 0 for 3, a
Yepez.
fly out to left, the line out to second, and a
First
strikeout.
pitch is low
and
and
again
outside.
away from Chavez with
Chavez,
ball 1.
who was pitching so good to start this 8th, is really starting to see it get away from him.
And the
here.
mistake for Chavez here is not the base hit against Nolan Arenado, it's the walk against Goldie. Even if he hits you solo, that's not going to beat you. Now you put it in a position where one pitch, one swing can tie it up.
This one's
Yepez fouls
popped
this
up
one
foul.
off to make it 1-1. Yepez is a guy who's got reverse splits, so he has struggled more against lefties than he has against righties. He's got 10 of his 11 home runs this year against right-handed pitching. We talked about how he was licking his chops to go up against the organization that traded him 5 years ago. Fouls this one back, and it's 1-2.
Also now 1-2 count for Chavez. Braves fans trying to get
The Cardinals have had
behind Chavez
traffic on
here.
the base pads in 7 of 8 innings, but so far with nothing to show for it. Threatening here in the 8th. 2 on, 2 out, down by 3.
The 1-2 pitch.
The 1-2. Outside, 2-2 on
2-2 now.
Yepez.
Up to 20 likes, guys. If you are yet
If you're
to
Chavez,
hit that
you want to get
thumbs
him
up,
right here,
help us
2-2. You
get
do
to
not want to make it
25 likes
3-2
tonight.
and give these runners are starting.
It is
break.
free to hit
Because
that like
all of a
button.
sudden
If you
a
like what
double
you
makes
see,
it
also
3-2.
hit that red button,
Or even a
subscribe
long
to the
single.
Coach Plays.
Get him right here.
So a 2-2 pitch for here for
2-2.
Chavez. Low and outside
and
again.
it is a full count.
Full count.
on Yepez.
This could get interesting here quickly for the Atlanta Braves. Chavez was off to a great start in the 8th inning, has now slipped a little bit.
Takes the force.
We have a full count
Out
with
away
2
at
outs,
second,
runner on first and
force out away
second.
at third.
Yepez up at bat.
With
Full
Goldschmidt at
count.
second, Arenado at first. Payoff
pitch. Inside. Ball
and the
4.
Cardinals have them loaded.
Bases are loaded for the Cardinals with 2 outs. Pujols was up to bat,
They
and
will
now they're
pitch
going to
it.
have a pitch hit.
For Albert Pujols with Nolan Gorman.
Albert Pujols was hitting well tonight, but they're going to put in Gorman.
Instead of right on right, the lefty Gorman will bat here in the top of the 8th inning. And out comes Rick
So
Kranitz.
does Chavez stay in, or will they pull him here?
Boy, first 7 pitches were strikes. Couple of punch outs of Edman and
It'll
Carlson.
be interesting
and
to
then
see
walk,
what they decide
single,
here. I think Chavez
walk
is going to stay
from
in.
Chavez since.
Chavez
Dylan
was so
Lee,
close
the
to getting
lefty,
3 up, 3
is
down.
up in the Braves' pen.
Chavez
Not often
will
you
stay
get
in.
to see a rookie pinch hitting for a Hall of Famer and a guy who has 15 Grand Slams.
Something you know a little bit about. And yeah, a 20-year age gap as well
So
between
here we go. Nolan
Gorman
Gorman
hitting for Albert Pujols.
Pitch hitting for Pujols. Chavez
First
first pitch. Low
Just
for ball number
misses
1.
with a
That was
fastball.
close. This one
Gorman
could get
got
away from
the
the
Cardinals
Braves
on
real
board
quick
first last night.
they're
Top
not
of the first
careful
inning
here.
with an RBI single.
Chavez, second pitch.
Grounds
Low.
this one right
Grounds
to
it
second
right
baseman
to
Arcia,
Arcia,
who is
and he makes the
and
routine
Chavez
play at first.
dances around danger in the 8th
And so
inning.
they strand 3. Now going to the bottom of the 8th, Braves able to hold on to their 3-run lead. What's up, Lion Man? Says the Braves bullpen is starting to worry me. Yeah, like to say Chavez was off to a really good start there in the 8th, but man, that one got dangerous in a hurry. Lion Man, appreciate you for joining the Coach Plays. Welcome to the Coach Plays YouTube channel. Hope you're having a great Wednesday night. Yeah, luckily got out of that mess, Jameson. So the Braves going to be going to the bottom of the 8th, still with their 3-run lead intact. Appreciate you very much, Catfish Terry. Up to 21 likes, guys. Appreciate you all very much. Jameson says, would not mind some insurance runs here, please. I'm right there with you there.
St. Louis threatened but did capitalize the top of the 8th inning. Hey, Monday.
Love this Braves team overall makeup. Yeah. I tell you, the addition of Harris really coming along has been great for the Braves. And,
Well, top of the order on the way for the Braves, starting with Ronald Acuna Jr.
baseball as of late here. So Acuna Jr. will
for the right-hander, Giovanni Gallegos.
lead us off.
Yeah, 30-year-old fastball slider change. Veteran. Cardinals with their best opportunity that half inning.
Cardinals had a great opportunity in that inning, who was not able to even get a run.
They brought up
Chavez
Gorman to bat there for Pujols and hit it pretty hard, just
so
right
Acuna
on the
Jr.,
ground at the second baseman.
0 for 3
Arcia.
on the night. First pitch is low and away for ball number 1.
So we got home run derby, we got all-star game on the way, we got another K-Rod cast coming up.
Yankees, Red Sox. We have Billy Crystal coming to the studio. Bob Costas, I'm hearing rumors, may come back.
He loved it that much.
He loved it. His iPhone ran out of battery. So I did my best
Another low.
Buster only
Check
reporting
swing.
if I was only so
He's
lucky.
safe, so 2-0
and
count.
Bob texted me because I asked him a question and then he gave me the answer via text. There you go. It was a fun show, but
So he wasn't at 100% battery when it started.
when he started, it was at 7%. And then we knew it was done when he just blacked out.
Can we get Mr. Costas a charger? Was the live conversation.
That one's high
That
for ball number 3, so Acuna
just north of the zone.
3-0 count.
3-0 the count on Acuna. Some kind of season the Yankees have had with what they have done, and the Red Sox playing better, but Still, it is 13 games going into tonight separating those two atop the AL East.
You know, don't forget, Mike, that last year the Cubs and the Braves had similar records.
Acuna will pop this one deep right center field, and it is caught at the warning track.
One away.
Acuna just a few feet away from hitting his 8th home run of the year.
Baseball's dead.
Man, so close. Put a good pop on that one, but could not quite get there.
Yeah, let's not forget the
Dansby
Braves
Swanson
were playing
be up to
around
bat,
500
14
ball.
home runs on the year,
And their best player goes down.
RBIs.
What did Alex Anthopoulos do? He went in the opposite direction. He went out and got Jock Peterson, Duvall, George Soler, and went on a run with
Swanson
88 wins as the
miss.
underdog all year, won the World
87
Series.
was low and away in
And
the
here they are
corner.
poised again as the underdog with the Mets having all the headlines. And trust me, that is a confident team down there. They told us so, but they don't have to say it. They walk around, you feel it in that clubhouse. And there is zero intimidation for this Braves team.
Another
They're ready
big
for the
hack
Mets.
at it there by Swanson. Puts himself
You
in
can
an
feel that,
0-2
right, as a
count.
player? Like when
yeah.
you don't feel like you're being talked as much as maybe you feel like you've earned.
Yeah, and what's amazing is you don't know if it's 95, 205. You still feel somewhere in Citi Field they'll be saying Chipper, Chipper. But Chipper, Klesko, they were confident, and this bunch is confident against the Mets. And that rivalry, it's hard to break that. The Braves
That one
have
way
dominated the
up
Mets
top.
for a
Ball
long
number
time.
1. 22 likes, guys. We are 3 likes away from 25. Get us
They can
there.
put up that
Appreciate you guys.
all around the park after what they did last fall.
Yeah, I marvel at the Braves. They run such a rock-solid organization. People forget that the Cubs and the Braves
That one's
had
real high.
exactly
And
the same record.
Swanson's going to
When
pop
the
this
Cubs
one up in
decided
right
to go
field.
tear it down and
for out
rebuild.
number 2.
And Alex Anthopoulos went out and got 4 players to
bring
help win a
out
championship.
now
So it's not a given. So when Alex Anthopoulos rolls the
Matt
dice
Olson.
and pays off, you got to give that organization a ton of credit.
Yeah, it's got to feel good in the clubhouse as well when you sense what the front office is doing. Dansby Swanson with a fly out to right. 2 down for Giovanni Gallegos here in the bottom of the 8th inning, trying to keep the deficit at 3 for the Cardinals before they come up in the top of the 9th with 3 outs left to play with. Here's Matt Olson.
Olson with a foul ball to start. 0-1 count now.
What you guys just talked about is a really important point.
Braves
I remember
love
talking to some of the
putting the
Braves
heart
players after those trades were made
New
last
York
year.
Mets
You know, we
every
hear all the
single
time
time
evaluators
that
will
we
talk
do
about players' effort. Well, in this case, how about the front office effort? And that's what the players really responded to, as if, hey, you know what? These guys believe in us.
That's exactly right, Buster. And when you're a player talking from personal
That one
experience
high
and a front
corner
office
for
does
ball
that,
1.
you get a jolt of energy. You're saying, wait a minute, our front office, our family believes in us. Let's go out and make it pay off. And that's exactly what the Braves did. Energized this place. And I got to tell you, being here in October, being at every World Series game, I've never seen a better atmosphere than what Atlanta has built right here in this stadium.
Off the
And
end of the bat,
Olson
up the
right
middle,
to
tough
second
ranging
base.
Play. Arenado spins,
Arenado
and he
will
throws
spin and
out
make that
Olson
play at first. So
with a
3
chip.
up, 3 down. So at the top of the
1,
9th,
2,
we will
3
go
for
Sosa, Donovan,
Gallegos.
and Kisner left for the Cardinals to see if they can make a late run at the top of the 9th. So we'll see if they can make a late push or the Braves will get their 49th win of the year.
Hey, shake and bake, Cal.
Anna Rays has just subscribed to the Coach Plays Shake and Bake. Big shout out to you, Anna Rays. Appreciate you for subscribing to the Coach Plays. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the fam. As she has got us a number change now, we're up to 5,310. So you're saying there's a chance, Linda says, and yes, I guess I'm saying there's a chance. More like 1 in a billion. So you're here. So you're saying there's a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah! There's all your Cardinals fans out there right now. There's a chance. You gotta like it. I think it's got 1.4 million views, and it was by a channel that has 130 subscribers. Yankees up 2-0 against the Pirates. That's what I needed, but I needed the Phillies to win, and they're losing. All right, so here we go.
Excellent season, one of the best relievers in all of baseball, and he will try to finish it off for
So
Atlanta.
Minter is in for the Braves to finish this one off.
The total package: power fastball, power cutter,
What's up,
slider,
Taylor? Says what's
and
up,
now
Coach?
adding a
Appreciate
little
you,
bit of
Taylor.
a change-up. If the first two
Up
weren't
to
enough.
23 likes, guys. We are 2
Facing
likes away.
7-8-9 for the
2
Cardinals,
likes
down
away
by 3 with 3 outs
from
left
hitting
to
our
work
25
with,
mark.
starting with
If you would
Edmundo
hit
Sosa.
that thumbs up.
And it's a
if you
ball and a
haven't yet.
strike on the Cardinals shortstop. 0 for 3 so far. Fly out to right and a couple of ground outs. Number still no Kenley Jansen for the Braves. So it's been some Will Smith
1-1
and some
count
AJ
here
Minter in safe
for
spots
Sosa,
for Brian
who's 0
Snitker
for 3
recently.
tonight for the Cardinals.
Foul
that
back
one's
1-2.
popped up foul. So a 1-2 count now.
More good
Appreciate
news,
you,
by the way,
Catfish.
from Brian Snitker
Ended
chatting
up being
with
a
us
good
pregame
stream.
on,
We are
on
now
Kenley Jansen.
1
They
thumbs
expect
up
to
away
have him
from
back
25.
when he's eligible. Come off the IL next week.
Sounds like he's making progress.
Minter,
Always
the
good to hear
1-2
with
pitch.
the heart. 1-2.
Big swing and miss by Sosa. So Minter with 97 right there. So 2 outs away from the 49th
announcement
win.
show tomorrow 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Then the full rosters announced Sunday at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific. Right before baseball tonight, Sunday night countdown. Both of those on ESPN and the app, and the All-Star game, of course, July 19th at Dodger Stadium. 2 outs left to play with for St. Louis.
So Donovan up to
The
bat,
batter is
who's 0
Brendan
for 2
Donovan.
tonight. Minter low and away.
Takes low, ball
for
one.
Hit those thumbs up, guys. We are 1 away from 25.
A fly out and a ground out, and then hit by that pitch his last
Do
time.
it! Yes, you can! Make
Yes,
your
you
dreams
can!
Come true!
Minter's 1-0.
Low and
There's a
away.
strike.
That one's going to get the corner for strike number 1.
Minter, a handful against all, but 2 for 32 against lefties. Whew.
Left on left with
So the
a
1-1
four-seamer, the
pitch
cutter you mentioned,
from
and
Minter.
then some change-ups as well. 1-1.
High, 97 ball.
He had a stretch from late April until the middle of June where he went 22 appearances, AJ Minter did, without an earned run. Tons of strikeouts, very few walks. He gets a ton of chase. 2-1. Line left
Big
field
hit
base.
right there.
Donovan singles left
To
on left.
left
So there's just the
field
third
will
left
get a
on
single.
left hit against Minter this
So,
season.
runner on
And a
first with 1
base
out.
runner for the Cardinals.
We'll keep the Cardinals in it
And
for
coming
now.
up next, it's Sports.
copyrighted that or muted that for copyright purpose. All right, now we're back.
The Cards here, you should have one
So
goal and one
Kisner
goal
up
only.
to bat, 0
Get
for
the
3.
big guy up there, Goldschmidt. Get him
Minter
a
trying to
chance
finish
pop
this one off for the Braves. 1 out, runner on first.
Right now, the 9
That
spot.
one 96
And
outside
Kisner,
for ball
who's
1.
0 for 3 so far. Yeah, boy, if you can flip that lineup over and get into the heart of it,
I don't
just
know
like you
why
did
this
back in the 8th inning.
screwed up on me. Keep it right here for now.
1 out, 1 on. Enters 1-0.
That one
Bottom
97
of the zone,
low,
97.
but gets the zone for strike 1.
Goldie hopes for a chance. 1-1. On the ground towards
And
short.
hit.
Swanson
Looking
turns
for the
it.
1-2
Arceus
play.
tied for 2.
Got it. The double play is there, and the Braves will finish this one off with a 3-0 win. Fireworks are off. The Braves finish this one tonight 3-0 with the win. They had 5 hits. St. Louis with 7.
And Mike, the
Ozuna and
Braves
Rosario
continue their
both
excellence.
with solo
Good
shot
pitching,
home runs.
good defense,
And then a big hit
of
by
home
Darno
runs.
sent Austin Riley in for the 3rd run of the night.
Creeping up.
And that's how the Braves
on
will
the New
do
York
it.
Mets.
Linda says, for the love of Pete.
They inch closer. Played
Jameson
in a
says
tight
they get
2:32.
Registers
Final score
up
once
lead
again.
now.
The Braves
Game
3.
is tied.
Cardinals nothing. Reminder
Don't
on
worry too
Sunday.
much about it, Jameson. Braves needed to get what they got. All right, so that's going to do it, guys. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for being here tonight. Ended up with 23 likes. Did not quite get to the 25 mark, but I appreciate you guys. I'll keep you updated on when the next live stream will be. Maybe something tomorrow night. We'll have to see. But I will actually be in Atlanta this weekend for a Braves game Saturday, so I'll probably do a short or 2 on that. So keep your eyes posted for that. Was happy to be back. It was great. 3-hour live stream. Appreciate you. Ended up getting a new member with the AJ Show. Until next time, guys, stay humble, stay kind. Peace.